Hey guys, Ash here from C4ETech along with my co-host Sundar, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers.
Ash Answers is a show where we answer the questions that you ask on Twitter using the hashtag AshAnswers.
So without further ado, that's what I usually say, let's get to the questions. But today, we've got something a little special planned. So we're teaming up with 5 other awesome YouTubers, Random Frank P, MS Tech, Mr. Who's the Boss, Explore Gadgets, and Danny Winget, and we're going to be giving away a Galaxy S8 and a Galaxy S8 Plus. So how do you enter? It's a little different this time around. Head on over to the Gleam link that you can find in the description below, and you'd find quite a few options. You can, subscribe to us, follow us on social media. You just need to have at least one entry to qualify, and that's it. So you could just follow one channel, or you could follow all the channels because the ones I mentioned are quite good. So yeah, that's it guys. We just wanted to do a little something to give back to you, and yeah, we also have another dedicated Galaxy S8 giveaway that's still running, so you could, if you haven't entered that, here's a card to that, you could enter that as well. So that's it. If you do like to see us coming up with more giveaways, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Enough that we've opened the video with the push for a thumbs up. Let's move on to the questions.
Can we expect a Ryzen build?
So do you want to see a Ryzen build? Do you think people will want to see it?
Given that people want a 30 to 40k PC build, then we can actually use a Ryzen processor. What do you think?
No, but
it's better value for money.
Do you think people would want to see a Ryzen build?
Not sure.
He's not sure.
People initially wouldn't have, I don't think people would have wanted to see a Pentium build either, right? But given that it's a 30k build, we chose wisely.
But do you think people would want to see a Ryzen build?
Maybe. I don't know. You tell me.
He doesn't know. He says maybe.
You tell me guys, would you want to see a Ryzen build on C4ETech?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I don't know. If you guys want to see one, I could get working on that. I should be finishing the 30k build in the next 2 weeks. So as in the 2 videos that remain, the benchmarks and the build guide, and I could do a Ryzen build. Let me know what you want. Moving on.
A phone which will last for a good amount of time, which is under 20k.
That's what, okay. There's a
hashtag Ash discriminates.
So yeah, your question is not picked. We're moving on to the next question. Move on.
But since Sundar doesn't discriminate, I'm gonna answer this question. Phone which will last for a good amount of time under 20k.
Technical difficulties. Alright guys, so under 20k it would be
Lenovo P2, Redmi Note 4, Moto G5 Plus.
I don't know, see, you've got 2 options basically. If you want good performance, that would be again the Z2 Plus, and you
G5 Plus or Xiaomi.
No.
Yeah.
For performance, you're not gonna go for a G5 Plus. You're gonna have to go with a Z2 Plus or extend your budget a little bit and a Mi 5. That's what we've been saying for the last 6 months. But if you're talking about lasting a good while, if you're looking at updates,
G5
then
Plus.
it's the G5 Plus. Yes, you would be taking a little bit of a hit with regards to
battery
performance.
Life. Compared to Mi 5 and
Plus?
Z2 Plus, yeah, definitely. I was comparing it to the P2 and the Redmi Note 4.
Okay. So yeah, compared to the Z2 Plus and the Mi 5, you would be taking a little bit of a hit with performance, but you would get battery life that's about the same, but a better camera. And the Mi 4 for videos, no, not better than the Mi 4, but better than the Z2 Plus. Mi 5, yeah, better than the Z2 Plus, definitely. So that's that.
What course is Sundar doing now?
Of course, and updates, a lot more close to stock Android performance and better updates.
What course is Sundar doing in college? Doing my BTech IT in Information Technology.
Which college? We'll wait for that question and answer it later.
College of Engineering, Guindy.
Hey, applause.
If you have 50k, which phone would you buy today or wait for any phone to launch? And if not phones, any gadgets? I love gadgets.
So I would probably wait for the S8. It might or might not launch at the 50K price segment.
Probably won't.
S8 Plus would it be around 60, 65, then the S8 should come at 50, 55. So I'm hoping that they price it at the 50K mark. So I'd probably wait for the S8.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably wait for the S8 too. Or if I have to buy something right now, I'd probably get the S7 Edge, which is also around that price right now.
But why would you get a S7 Edge?
Exactly, when you can wait for a month.
An edge,
I mean, not even a month, just a few days. And
not a few days. It's not going to go on sale in a few days. It's going to be probably a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Till it ships.
Hi Ash, is it worth buying a phone outside India? Do we get any problems like LTE and all?
See, when you're buying something outside India, you just need to check the bands that it supports and whatever service provider you're using. More often than not, the major phones, they will support some band or the other. LTE would work, but VoLTE for Geo, it won't. It works with most Xiaomi phones. The what you call it, the Mi 5C being an exception. Most Xiaomi phones, Leica phones, it use. I think it worked.
Samsung AC?
Samsung doesn't. Geo VoLTE doesn't. 4G will still work. You'll have to use the Geo app for
4G
calls.
voice.
Yeah, 4G voice for calls. I mean, this is if you're traveling and you're buying it. If you're importing it, more often than not, the price would work out to, including customs, would work out to would be more expensive than what it would be if you buy it directly in India. So yeah, that's that.
Xperia XA1 with Helio P20, 16 nanometer. Does it make sense to buy?
See, Sony has already said that they are not really trying to stay competitive in the market.
Exactly.
They are only, you look at that. I need to poop. Okay. So they're just trying to stay here as in like, stay afloat for a bit. When the market changes, they can actually have a product, like if VR takes off or something like that. So I don't see any Sony phones being very competitive. They might have one or two features, but again, I've not seen the XA1. I've not used one, so I can't really tell you not to buy it. But theoretically, going on track record, I'm pretty sure there are other phones which would give you better bang for your buck.
Much better bang for your buck. Why is Ash not going for a haircut?
Because if I did, I would get a question saying why Ash is not growing his hair. So anyway, I've just been lazy, haven't got around to doing it.
And you aren't getting the headaches either.
I haven't been getting headaches, so it's just laziness. Or is it? Is there something more to it? Well, let's circle back to it. Moving on.
Panasonic GH4 or the Sony A7S II? Which one is better for 4K video?
So I would personally go with the A7S II because it's got a larger sensor and the low light performance is also extremely good. The GH4 doesn't come close, but the GH4 is cheaper, so are these features that you'd actually want. The A7S II is the better camera, but the GH4 does give you good bang for your buck. Yeah, so if your budget allows for it, then yeah, A7S II it is, else G4. GH4.
What do you think about Snapdragon 835? Will you suggest upgrading from the S7 Edge to the S8 or the S8 Plus?
So you want to take this?
Yeah. So like in the previous few episodes of Ash Answers, we've been telling you guys not to go for single year upgrades, right?
Yeah, so single generation upgrades generally they don't make sense. The one exception that I've generally made to it
Plus to G5 Plus.
Exactly.
And that too, like you said, it's not because the G5 Plus is a lot better than the G4 Plus. It's because the G4 Plus is a lot worse.
Yeah. Than it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So anyway, again, I don't see myself recommending the S8 or S8 Plus over an S7 Edge as an upgrading from an S7 Edge.
Exactly. If you have an S6 or something or some other phone, if you're looking to if you have to choose between S7 Edge and the S8, then yeah, given that like we just spoke about it, it's going to be priced around the same.
Yeah, so not priced around the same, but if you're looking to buy a new one today, then yes.
Exactly.
But if you have a current generation flagship as of today, like any phone with the 821 or Exynos 8890, I don't see myself recommending an upgrade unless and until there's something that Samsung manages to wow me about once I pick the phone in my hand. But going by track record and experience, I don't see that happening.
What's your choice, system launcher or any third-party launcher? Question for both.
So what's your choice?
Nova launcher, like a lot of you, I guess.
So you don't use the system launcher at all?
I do, but I generally prefer Nova launcher.
Okay. So for me, since I'm testing it for a review, I tend to use the system launcher most of the time, so that most people do end up using the system launcher. So I'd wanna look at performance from that point. But there have been some rare cases, like with Leica phones, where I can live with certain icons not being certain apps not being deletable or uninstallable rather, but having one right on the dock that is not even movable just drove me nuts. So it's only with the Leica phones that I end up going Nova. Else I tend to stick to the system launchers.
For me, phones like the G5 Plus or the OnePlus 3, skins that are all close to stock Android, I generally don't use any third-party launcher on that over that skin.
Okay.
If it's, even TouchWiz is fine. The Grace UX is fine. I love Grace UX. And Huawei, Xiaomi, Leica, with these phones I generally prefer. Yeah, exactly. Bixby isn't coming out of the box with the Samsung Galaxy S8. Your thoughts?
And now he doesn't read the hashtag. Anyway, so coming back. So guys, Bixby, I've seen people posting about how they're disappointed that Bixby isn't coming out of the box. I don't see why anybody would actually wanna buy a Samsung phone for Bixby. Okay, yeah, they promised it, and I'm waiting to test out to see how it performs. Crossing my fingers, hoping that it's not an S voice. Okay. But it's not the USP of the phone. The infinity display is a USP. The chip underneath is a USP. The build quality is a USP. The same camera from the S7. That's a USP. Maybe. But Bixby isn't. Because as cool as Siri was when it came out, how many people on a day-to-day basis do use Siri? And even Google Assistant. I like Google Assistant. I love using it on my Google Home. But on my phone, I don't really use it a lot. So Bixby might be cool, and of course it's not like Samsung's gonna pull a Lenovo and wait for S8 stocks to sell and come back and say sorry, we're not giving you Bixby, right? Because they've promised it and it's their flagship, so I'm pretty sure they'll push it out sooner rather than later. So I don't think it makes a big difference, Bixby not coming with the S8 out of the box.
Anyway, most of you would prefer Google Assistant.
Probably.
What will be the future of mobiles other than holographic display and laser keyboard? Infinity display came, so what's next?
What's next?
What's next?
You're next!
Holographic display, that would be cool. And as cool as the laser keyboard might sound, I don't think it works better. It works good in practice.
Mm-hmm. So what's next is the question.
What's next? Completely bezel-less. Going completely bezel-less.
See, for me, logically...
There have been a lot of concept phones.
Concept phones? Anybody can put up a concept phone.
Yeah, I know. I would like to see one of them. These holographic display and laser keyboards are from concepts too.
No. Laser keyboards are reality. There's one sitting right behind us. What's the?
They are
it's
from
right there.
The concept. Not saying
it works. Yeah. It's not just a concept.
It was before it actually came out.
Huh?
It was a concept before this actually came out.
Yeah. So concepts don't always translate,
okay,
right?
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, coming to the point, for me, see, totally bezel-less, I don't think we're there yet. Okay, even the Mi Mix actually has bezels. It's got very, very, very ultra thin bezels. Okay, unless the sides are curved, you are gonna have something or the other over there. So what I am hoping to see next is foldable displays. So Samsung's had concepts of this for a while now. So just think about it. You know, you have a phone, you just pop it open, you get a bigger display area. I really think that's something that could end up working out. You know, make the entire browsing experience better, you know, reading PDFs and whatnot, make it all a little better. More screen real estate is something everybody seems to appreciate. You know, phones, the display sizes keep growing all the time, and I think that's the logical way that a brand like, say, Samsung could actually, you know, wow people with like a 10-inch display. Here you go, on a compact phone. So, you know, just think about it, right? A Samsung ad with, you know, an Apple phone, the latest, the iPhone, I don't know, 9 Plus with the same old design, let's say. I mean, I know the 8 will switch things up, but let's just imagine, or even an 8 with the same old design, and to the side, a Samsung phone with like a ultra thin bezels, curved display, and then you just open it up and it becomes like a huge whatever. That would be really cool in my honest opinion. So that is where I think tech would take us next, the display tech at least. Do you agree, or where do you think we'd go with it? Again, you know what, there's this little thing down below called the comment section. Go there. Let me know.
Can we expect any behind the scenes video from you in future? Maybe on Twitter for your real fans?
Yes, so it's gonna, like I said in the last video, you guys did want to see it. You let me know via the comments, so I'm taking that quite seriously, and the next unboxing that we do, I'd probably shoot a making of video, like right from the first word I type in till the video is rendered and uploaded. I'm gonna be documenting that and coming up with a video on the making of. So I don't know what I'm gonna unbox next. As of now, we don't have any phones. If we did, I would have probably shot it already and just waiting for the next phone. Whatever it is, we'd probably shoot something like this, probably hoping for the S8.
When will you bring back C4EApps and C4EGames? Hashtag Sundar doesn't discriminate.
So as far as C4EApps and C4EGames go, as of now, you know what, the budget VR video, you guys know what's happening, and
there is a progress.
Yeah, so I don't, as in that's something that Sundar or somebody else might be handling, but we don't have the manpower right now to bring those series back. So that's something we would do in the future, probably when he comes on full time. So July, maybe a couple of months after he comes back. So August, September-ish. But before the end of the year, I do plan to revive both series.
Will you import the Galaxy S8 or buy it when it launches in India, or will you get a review unit?
Is there a all of the above option? So I don't know, guys. Whatever.
Probably import the Snapdragon variant from elsewhere.
Yeah, if it's Exynos in India, I really don't know at this point. I'm just trying to get my hands on one as soon as possible. And once I get the first one, Samsung would probably send me a review unit, so that would be there. And I wouldn't mind trying to import one as well, because anyway, there's that one giveaway that we left a card for at the start that I would have to ship a phone to ship. I would have to get a phone to ship to the winner. So I'd probably ship that as it. So all of the above for now, I don't know.
When can we finally see our beloved Ash C4E Tech team on an international show floor like CES, MWC or IFA?
Again, now he misses the hashtags. Anyway, I really don't know, guys. Yeah, like I said, I've been extremely strapped for time, so I haven't attended events in a while. I did get an invite. I do get invites to IFA and MWC. I don't think I've gotten an. I think once I got an invite to CES. I'm not sure, but MWC and IFA I do. The one time I decided to go, we had some issues with visa. And I couldn't, and another time there was a couple of times there were some personal issues that came up and I couldn't go. So it's just been a series of unfortunate events, and recently the last 2 events I didn't have the time to. So hopefully things improve. By end of this year I could have like at least 1 or 2 events under my belt. Fingers crossed.
Who's your favorite Indian YouTuber and why?
So, who's your favorite Indian YouTuber?
My favorite Indian YouTuber, Smile Sete. It's actually a Tamil channel.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Vignesh, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite Indian YouTuber is Sundar. So, dude, I said it. Can I get the free ad video at least now? Please. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying everything. Okay. Threats, flattery. Okay. Now it's begging. Nothing seems to work. Okay. Publicly asking people to hound him on Instagram. And there were some awesome individuals who even did that. And now his college friends are asking him, when are you gonna come up with a budget VR video? And to them, he still says soon.
Back to the question.
Yeah, I just said. Sundar is my favorite Indian YouTuber.
No, real favorite Indian.
You are my real favorite Indian YouTuber. Now, can we please have the video?
Okay, what if I say I'm not gonna get you the VR video anyway? Now tell me your favorite Indian YouTuber.
Hey guys, Ash here from C4EApps and I'm your only host for today. Welcome to Ash Answers. Move on.
What are the two videos that you were most excited to upload and the most boring? For which were you the most disinclined?
So what about you?
Two videos I was most excited.
So yeah, two videos. He's gonna say one, I'm gonna say one because I can't recall two. I've got one each.
For me, it would be the top 5 headphones under 1K.
Okay.
That video.
Okay.
For you?
Most disinclined?
Disinclined. Isn't it obvious?
Okay. So for me, the one that I really love to upload was the Galaxy Alpha review. I've mentioned that multiple times because I shot outdoors for the first time. I had I had a vertigo effect shot, a Dutch tilt. So I was like playing around with the camera a lot, and even a freeze frame shot, and kind of different. I mean, the video didn't come across great. I don't think it did because it doesn't have any views on it. But I really loved working on it. That's the video that I was really proud of making. So yeah, that's the one I really liked. And the one I was the most disinclined, this is a really funny story, right? So there was a point where I had finished testing 3 phones. I had procrastinated long enough that I hadn't, I was reviewing them together. So I had like 3 scripts. I finished that, and I shot 3 B-rolls. And so it was basically over a week, those 3 videos were going live. They were in different stages of production simultaneously. So the reason why I was disinclined about these phones to begin with is because for those who've been following me for a while would know I had a problem with TNT couriers. So this was the package that was held. The Nubia Z7 Max, the Honor 6. So these were the 2. And the other phone was the Spice Dream Uno, the Android One phone. So I had these 3 reviews ready to go. I was kind of disinclined with the Honor 6 because I was kind of bored with the phone. I didn't really like Emotion UI, and as in it's improved now, but back then and the phone was not bad, but I just didn't like working on that review for whatever reason. And the Z7 Max really impressed me a lot. Okay. And Android One I was also quite happy with Android One. And then the videos went live. The Honor 6 did extremely well. I got like 300,000 views on it. The Z7 Max was okay, and the Spice Dream Uno tanked. So the one I was most disinclined to upload is the one that actually did extremely well.
Happens quite a lot.
Happens quite a lot, sadly. Sad reality of YouTube.
What is the best phone under 15K? Battery being the main concern.
Vibe P2. Not Vibe P2, P2. There's no Vibe now.
Redmi Note 4, 15K.
Dude, when somebody asks you, I want a phone under 15K, they're telling you that their budget is around 15K. So why would you want them to compromise on the camera and a little bit on the battery life as well and go with the Redmi Note 4? So what's the best phone? What's the phone at the best budget? I mean, best battery at 60K? Redmi Note 4. Why? Redmi Note 4.
Should I get a 3T now or wait for the OnePlus 5? I can wait for 3 to 4 months using the Honor 8 for right now.
Again, now get this. I do not recommend single generation upgrades. So the Honor 8 was followed by the P10. So there is a generation over there. So again, the Honor 8, OnePlus 3T, not a great upgrade. The OnePlus 3T is an excellent phone, but the Honor 8 is not bad at all. Yeah. So I would say, definitely, I would say, if you yourself say, I'm willing to wait 3 to 4 months, please wait, please wait.
And given that you have Honor 8 right now, doesn't matter. If
you will still have a Honor 8 in the next month, and the month after that, and the month after that, and the 4th month also, so that by the time the OnePlus 5 comes out, you can wait for us to do an unboxing of it, and then head on over to the description of that video and you will find an affiliate link. Then you need to go click that affiliate link and then place an order for the OnePlus 5. And then we will figure out that, as always, Amazon will not pay us any affiliate bonus on our OnePlus phones and we'd make no money out of it. But still, go ahead, use our affiliate links. That's awesome.
10 days of battery life with 10 hours of charge, or 1 day of battery life with 10 minutes of charge?
I'll tell you what Sundar is going to answer. I will take 10 days of battery life with 10 hours of charge, then I'll charge for 10 minutes and then I'll use that phone.
For 1 day.
See how the math works? 10 hours of charge for 10 days means you'll get 1 hour of charge for 1 day.
1.5 days, whatever.
How 1.5 days? How? Do the math. Let's 10 days of battery life with 10 hours of charge. So every hour is a day.
Yeah.
Or would it become 1.5 days?
Okay. 4.8 hours. 5 hours.
What?
10 minutes of charge.
Ha. Yeah. So that's your answer, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Approximate.
So 1 day of...
No. 10 days of battery life with 10 hours of charge. Obviously. Yep. There's no comparison. Maybe
especially if both phones are similar sizes, if it's not too bulky, then hell yes, I take the longer battery life. I just need to plug it in once in 10 days. That's totally fine. And again, conveniently missing the hashtag. Moving on.
Did you promote your videos using the video promotion feature of YouTube, and how did it affect your YouTube career?
You want to take this one?
No.
Okay. I did try it once. I did try paid promotions once. I think it was camera comparisons and phone 2 versus, I don't remember, some I don't know if it was a full comparison or a camera comparison. I did do it once. Didn't really work out well.
You could have promoted any video. Why that?
I don't know. That was the video I had shot. So a friend of mine said he tried it. It worked out. Okay, he wanted me to test it out. So it's like, okay, dude, let me test it out. And what was the last video I uploaded? This was the last video I uploaded. Okay, let me run that.
Dying company according to you? HTC. Why? Because it's HTC. I don't think people really care about HTC anymore. HTC 11 or whatever they call it. There are rumors. I don't really see people.
See, HTC, they launched the U Ultra. And when did they launch it? Does anybody know? I think they just launched it. That's what you're thinking, okay? Because when you say U Ultra, all you can think is like U Ultra, right? Or U, whatever. MKBHD's video. So that's recent, right? They've already dropped $150 on the price. So my question is, if you can, they're not getting any subsidies instantly. They're not like, their procurement costs haven't gone cheaper. Then why couldn't they launch it $150 cheaper? Like every time you do it, you launch your phone at a price and you drop $150. It's 10,000 rupees within a month of launch. You're just burning your own, fan base. The ones who buy a phone at launch are the ones who are extremely excited and passionate about that brand. So when you rip these people off, it just doesn't work that way. I mean, even Samsung, look at Samsung. It used to be very prevalent with Samsung in the past where their phones would drop like crazy. Like the S5 launched at what, 50,000 or something and dropped down to 40 in a matter of like weeks. But Samsung has kind of put a hold to that now. Their phones, the prices don't drop that rapidly anymore. So that's something you need to think of. And given that the fan base is shrinking, they continue doing that as of today when the fan base is close to non-existent. I mean, I'm extremely sorry, Shimon, if you're watching. I'm sorry, please don't kill me.
Is it a good idea to become a full-time YouTuber? Doesn't it give steady income to the operators?
No. See, you cannot expect to make a living out of YouTube as of today, at least. Today we are able to survive because of not just YouTube. There's affiliate money, there's sponsors, and for somebody starting a channel, you're not going to have sponsors, you're not going to have affiliate money, at least not much. And when you're a smaller channel, anybody who comes to you for a sponsorship is going to try to bully you into giving them positive coverage. You fall prey to that, you lose respect with your audience, and you're never going to grow. And if you don't take it up, then making a living, looking at it as a full-time job just doesn't work. So for us today, we are able to, whatever sponsored content we do, we are able to talk to the brand and do it on our terms rather than the brand's terms, which is why we are able to survive with that. So I'm not saying you shouldn't get into YouTube. Do get into YouTube, but don't keep it as your only means of income. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. You're in college, you're in school, keep doing it, but also make sure you shoot YouTube videos as and when you can. That would give you a, an option of seeing if it works for you. If it works, give yourself a target, 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to quit my job and start doing this full time, and that could work. That would work.
Saf's a good example.
Saf's an excellent example. He's a full-time YouTuber now.
Full-timer now, yeah. Why did you choose Sony cam over other cameras? How is Sony in India? If you're allowed to swap your cam with the new one, what will it be?
Okay, so that's a lot of questions. See, basically this is what happened. I was shooting on a...
You got a Sony and he's stuck with Sony.
Not really, no, not really. I was actually shooting on a Galaxy camera, and it wouldn't focus on close-ups, and it had weird colors. Reds were orange, and it was just messed up. So I wanted to switch from that, and I decided to get myself a handycam because, I don't know, for some reason I got it in my head that a handycam would shoot better videos. And then I got it and I shot a video. There was so much chromatic aberration that it was crazy. I knew I couldn't use it. So I bought it at the Sony Center. So I went back. They'd only give me store credit, as in they wouldn't give me money back there, but they would let me exchange it for a product of the same or higher value if I can pay more money. So then I ended up getting an A57. But what happens when you get a Sony camera, you start buying lenses for it. So given that, I've stuck to the Sony range, and I regretted it. I hated it when I was using the A57, when I was using the A99. But then ever since I switched to the FS7 and the A6300, the E-mount cameras, it's been great. I absolutely adore Sony cameras. And if I could swap my camera with the new one, I really don't see that happening. I wouldn't wanna. I know Red would give me much better quality. At the same time, it's a lot more work. I'm not willing to learn today because there's so much I don't know about the FS7. There's so much room for improvement. You know how colors are good on a video, bad on another video. So there's so much room for improvement on my end before my camera becomes a bottleneck. So as of today, I'm extremely content with the content I create with the FS7 and the A6300.
Which video takes more time to get posted? A mobile review or accessories comparison, like earphones? Review generally takes more time. I mean, especially the shooting part of it. Testing takes about a week, but that's not really. I couldn't really count it as an extra time because I'm gonna use my phone for 3 to 4 hours a day anyway. Not just because I'm gonna have to test it. So yeah, apart from the testing part,
the scripting,
scripting will take hours for me. And shooting, editing, voiceover, from A to Z, it'll take about 2 days, 2 full working days for me to complete a mobile phone review. Accessories comparison, I've done a few. I did the Bluetooth speaker video and the top 6 earphones under 1K video. Check it out, by the way. So yeah, I actually took more time than a regular mobile review. I took about 3 days, if I remember right. That's because, you know, with comparisons, I cannot really shoot the same B-rolls for all the earphones.
Yeah.
So something's got to be different. So if this is the background, and I'm gonna have to pretty much the same lighting.
So you can't just keep doing the same pans for everything.
This pan, and maybe I try to find something different for like say 2 or 3 shots that's different from my regular pans, but still I'm gonna have to keep redoing it for all the headphones. So that's why I chose to shoot outdoors, and you can actually see the video. You'd probably find it good. And yeah, that takes a lot of time. I actually did back then. I don't know if it'll take me 3 days now.
Now it's a little longer, so it takes about like 9 months since the budget VR video is still coming. So moving on.
I'm shooting budget VR video indoors actually.
Okay, because he's just gonna put the same shots for everything.
No, because there are more options right now, more color, more lighting options.
Okay.
Better than it used to be. So yeah. What about you?
So guys, for me, it's the reviews that take time. I haven't done, accessory compilations in a while now, but those I can generally do it faster because the script is easier to write. It's, you're not going in depth on everything. Reviews are just harder to do because there's so much work that needs to happen, because when you say something like gaming, then I need to test out gaming. That's something I can't do on a day-to-day basis because I don't game on a day-to-day basis. So that I need to dedicatedly download a different game and do it. Again, when you talk about cameras and all that, you need to get sample shots and again compare it with something that's a baseline in that price segment to see if it's better, worse, whatnot. And it just takes a lot more time, a lot more effort, and that's that. And especially for accessories, most of the times I'm not on cam. I'm just gonna roll B-rolls, so I don't need to worry about sweating. I don't need to worry about this microphone. I don't need to worry about setting the lights up properly. It's always easier when you're behind the camera rather than having to be both in front and behind the camera at the same time. So that way I would prefer, the accessory stuff is easier. I definitely wouldn't take 9 months for.
Do we really need a scratch?
Yes.
Do we really need a scratch card for a phone with Gorilla Glass protection like on the Moto G5 Plus?
Yes, Gorilla Glass is not invincible. It's not indestructible.
Exactly.
It will pick up scratches. It is scratch resistant. It's not scratch proof. So having tempered glass or a screen protector on top is always a good idea.
Yeah. Like he said in the last Ash answers, if it's a bad day, it's a bad day. So it's always better to protect your phone.
Especially if you're like him and you have a lot more bad days.
If you're like him, then yeah, you could go without a screen protector. But if you're like me,
I used to use screen protectors on all my phones. Nowadays, I'm only using a phone for a week and a half for testing. And these phones are like launch units, right? So screen protectors might not even be available. Even if I ordered one on launch day, by the time it arrived, I'm off to the next phone, so I don't.
But I somehow find it for the phones I review. He was actually kind of shocked as to how I found a screen protector and a case for the Cool One when it launched.
The Cool One, we did it later, dude.
Later?
Yeah.
You did, but I mean, the point is you were kind of surprised.
Yeah.
At how I found cases and screen protector.
Yeah, so that's that. I would suggest go with one.
Regular VR video question. Hashtag Sundar discriminates.
You want me to answer? How would I answer? You were the one who kept saying all along, I have an update for you guys,
Not a huge update. But yeah, there is a progress. I'm half done with the B-rolls. And in the process of shooting them, I broke something. So yeah, happy news for you, sad news for him.
No, so now this whole Sundar, breaker of phones, destroyer of blah blah blah. You can also add spotlights to the mix now.
I didn't break the spotlight. I just
broke a part of the spotlight.
No, guys, the
filter
light still works. Yeah, the filter.
Light works for now.
Works for now. Why no YouTube Live?
So guys, this is what it is, right? So YouTube Live is awesome. I know people do it, but for me, I prefer to do my live streams on Periscope. Why? Because there's no, no copyright issues. So I just let a audio track play some music on YouTube, and I can just read your comments and reply to you. And there's only fewer people who follow me on Twitter than YouTube, and even fewer who follow me on Periscope. So it's like people who've actually, who are dedicated enough, who are interested in my life enough to follow me through 2 layers of social media. So connecting with those,
that they wouldn't really mind bad video quality.
They aren't really gonna mind if my t-shirt doesn't have sleeves. Professional. That's not gonna happen. So I mean, it's just a lot lesser. And when you have like 30-40 viewers, that's when I can like read every comment. Even then, some of those just fade away too fast, but still I'm able to read and reply, and at the same time people have fun. Even if their question is not big, they're still listening to some nice music, which I can't do on YouTube because of copyright issues.
We'd like to keep it more professional here on YouTube.
So yeah,
actually had
with one sentence he just said my periscopes are not professional. And I'm supposed to be the boss.
Nah, you said it a number of times before.
I insinuated it, I didn't say it.
What was the reason you were not active on any social platform?
You wanna answer?
Me? I was very well on Twitter. He just took a break.
Yeah, I just took 3 days off. I'm still on break, theoretically.
And people are questioning him. Why aren't you posting videos?
With?
Shahrukh did.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, people have been WhatsApping me, friends, and they're like, I don't know videos. Like, I've just been off social media, not reading comments. Every once in a while you need some time off. If you noticed, I've not been 100% today either. It's just that I'm not there mentally. There are times you feel burnt out, there are times you feel too jaded. And I guess that's what I'm going through right now. So it always helps when I take some time off, so that it's not like the channel needs me to make videos more than, and it becomes more like I want to make videos. I don't want it to be I need to make videos. I want it to be I want to make videos. So I'm going to take another couple of days off. Ash Answers is something I
love doing.
No matter what. Yeah, so even though, I'm not as pumped as I was in the last few episodes, I still like doing this. I love doing this. Maybe today I like doing it. Last couple of weeks I love doing it, and maybe next week I'd love doing it again. It's just, I'm pretty sure everybody have sometimes where you're just not there mentally. Like that one day you wake up, you just don't want to go into work, or for me it happens in chunks because I don't take a lot of offs otherwise. So that's that. So hopefully, as of now, I'm hoping for a Monday return. I'm already back on social media. I've been on Periscope and everything. As far as videos go, I'm hoping to come back on Monday. Yeah, especially with neighbors like these, it gets on your nerves. Next one.
That's it. Oh, 31. Who's your role model?
John Redinger. I know I'm not, a kid, but then every time I look at Techno Buffalo videos, I'm like, that's what I want to be when I grow up. I'm grown up, but that's the kind of that's what I feel. I mean, John Redinger is amazing. He's a very nice person, and I love his content. I love what I see of Techno Buffalo. I love his office. I love how he sets stuff up. I'm a Techno Buffalo fanboy. There you go. I've said it. So John is my role model on YouTube. It happens, right? there are times, you know, sometimes there's something that's messed up and I'm like, this didn't happen. Then I go, John, this didn't happen, you know, what would John do? Let me ask John. That's how it goes. And John, if you by any chance watch this, sorry to annoy you so much with so many weird freaking questions. But yeah, that's that. Who's your role model?
Ash.
See, okay, you get another week to shoot the budget.
See, it's one thing to have a really huge office and everything and a lot of employees working for you, but having such a small place and still making the videos look great is a completely different thing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I don't do a setup tour. because we projected in a different way, but when you look at the office,
yeah, exactly.
You know it's...
I don't know if you know how the office looks, but it's pretty messy actually.
Yes, it is, because it's like so much crammed into so little space.
Yeah, but if you watch our video, you would have a different impression.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, C4EApps probably has a really big office.
Yeah.
With great interiors and all that. But no.
It's very crammed in. So basically, this was supposed to be the office, but for various reasons, I actually had to move into the office. So I haven't gone back to my house or home in the last almost 2 years now. So when two places merged into one, it kind of got really messy. So yeah, so we are hoping to move to a different space soon. So soon as in the next year. Okay, this is the budget VR soon. Okay, this soon is like the budget VR soon. Okay, because you know, identifying a good plot of land to buy and then building, it's a process, right? Yeah. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated as and when, you know, we have some movement on that. So I guess that's it, guys. That is all the time we have. As always, timestamps in the description below. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section. You wanna say something?
That's it. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar and Ash from C4EApps.
Before that, you need to give this video a thumbs up. If you liked it,
and subscribe to C4EApps if you
subscribe if you haven't already, of course. And if you haven't subscribed yet, okay, one sec, I have a special request. I mean, if you haven't subscribed yet and you've made it this far into the video, I don't think it makes any sense, right? What are you doing? I want to know what you are doing. So let me know. So yeah, and now we're gonna
be Lenovo watching us.
If we are watching VoLTE update, please buy X3.
You don't need to subscribe.
Yeah. Lenovo guys, if you're watching, I don't want your subscriptions. I want VoLTE that you promised for the X3, please. Pretty please.
Yeah, and if you're already subscribed, do make sure you do this.
No.
What?
We never say that on Ash Answers, do we?
We do.
We do?
We do. What's wrong? We can.
I know, I need to add it. You're not editing it. Okay, do this to make sure you get notified each time a new video goes live here on, you know what, scratch that, hit that bell button down below.
Yeah.
Okay, that will notify you every time you get a new video, you know, a new video goes live on C4EApps, which might not be for a few days. I'm saying, in the interest of transparency and fairness and
so
all
you
that.
don't really have to come to C4EApps.
Well, what the hell is wrong with me? The episode's ending and now I'm getting a little pumped up. Cool. I just slept for 4 hours last night. I'm pretty sure that's why I actually had a green tea before shooting this, hoping that helped wake me up, as in like a little doesn't do that. I should probably had a Red Bull, but I'm trying to stay away from that. Turning over a new leaf, not really, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, okay guys, I know, you know, I've probably taken a lot of your time now, and I know the real reason you're here. Let's get to the head shake. Outro.
Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar from C4EApps, leaving for the moment.
Who the hell am I?
Don't look at me like that.
Is this okay?
You could look right there.
Okay.
Okay?
I want to see the
See what?
outro.
You just have to hear it.
Okay, I'll visualize.
Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech, leaving for the moment. Have a great day.
You didn't do it right.
I did.
You did.
Did what?
I couldn't visualize the shake.
Because you're not supposed to. Say bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.